But please understand, I want you to know you didn't get here by accident. We just didn't show up in our good clothes in this inclement weather just for the sake of showing up. There was a distinct purpose for tonight's ceremony. There was a purpose for your preparation. And your preparation took or formed itself in three distinct stages. First, these young men were separated. They were separated for some 6 weeks. I watched as I got off the air each week, doing dollars and cents, each young man coming to WVON studio. For 6 weeks, you were separated from family and friends. For 6 weeks, you had to travel to the WVON studio for a specific purpose. For 6 weeks, you were taken from your familiar environment, taken away from playing ball, from listening to hip-hop, from playing the Nintendo Wii, from doing what you really wanted to do. And I had a chance to be with some of you young men earlier today, and you told me if it had not been for your parents, you wouldn't have come. But how profound is that? You were separated for 6 weeks from your familiar routine and introduced to a very unfamiliar routine. I would dare to call it a foreign routine. You see, you were being birthed. You were being birthed into a new state, a new destiny. Your separation occurred for one reason and one reason only. If you don't take anything else from this discussion, I want you tonight to know tonight that your separation occurred because you have value. You're valuable. You're worth something. And there's a certain swagger that you get when you understand that you are in fact valuable. All of this happened because you are valuable. When you recognize your value, young man, you begin to embrace your uniqueness. What makes you unique? What makes you different from all your other peers? You begin to realize that no matter what you do or who you are important. Acknowledgement of your value gives you a glimpse into your purpose. I heard Dr. Gardner talk about purpose, and I knew I was on the right track. When you understand your value, you get a glimpse into your purpose. And my God, what is more powerful than a man who knows his purpose? I would tell you, young man, riddle me this: what is more potent than a young black man who walks in his purpose? See, when you know your purpose, people can't tell you everything. When you know your purpose, you're effective and you're efficient. You walk with a sense of, with a certain focus in your swagger. And so I want to encourage you that you're valuable and you've had a glimpse into what your purpose is. You see, walking in your purpose, when you're walking with purpose, when you act with a sense of value, when you are thinking purpose-mindedly, you can dare to achieve that impossible. You can look at mountains and say, mountains be moved. You can step out on the waters and walk on water and not sink. You can do the impossible. Understand your value. You don't get anything else from this conversation. Know that you are in fact valued. Your purpose, there's a purpose for your preparation. You have to be separated to acknowledge the fact that you're valued. Are you with me or am I by myself? There you go. Second thing, there was a transition period these young men had to go through. There was a transition period because for 6 weeks, you had to learn new ideas, you had to learn new philosophies. For the last 6 weeks, you participated in some new activities that probably at times felt a little uncomfortable, that felt a little weird. I'm here to tell you that discomfort you felt is a good thing. That discomfort that you felt is called growth. Okay? Growth is not always easy to embrace, but you gotta do it. Growth is a good thing because without growth, there can be no progress. Growth is never easy, but it is definitely needed. I want you to learn to embrace it, but during this transition period, you also became independent. These young men became independent, free of group thinking, group thought. They developed their own mindset, their own outlook of how the world around them needs to be shaped. Remember that when individuals come against you, like the haters, that's okay. And in fact, I would contend that the more haters you will have is a direct correlation to how good job you're doing. So stay on your job. That's a good thing, young man. During this transition period, you had to exercise courage. It's not easy doing something different. I can only imagine, after talking to you this afternoon, what kind of ridicule you had to go through from your peers about the fact that you're going to a radio station each and every single week to, do what you guys were doing. But you had to act in a courageous manner. Courageous action is important. Courageous action is important because it reaffirms your faith. Faith, men, is your foundation. Faith is the roots that keep you planted. Faith or your money is important because when the winds of life come and try to throw you from left and right, you're not shook by your circumstances. Circumstances come and go, but your faith is what keeps you rooted. When life throws you that unexpected curveball, because of your faith, you now will be able to handle that unexpected circumstances. Faith reminds you that you made it through tough circumstances before, and you make it through tough circumstances again. Faith allows you to make it out of the lion's den, if you will. Faith also allows you to make it out of that tough home situation. Faith allows you to spit in the face of the Goliath in your life. Faith allows you to spit in the face of gangs trying to recruit you from membership. Faith allows you to make it out of the burning furnace. Faith will allow you to avoid becoming another statistic by avoiding incarceration. Finally, this brings us here to tonight. You see, young men, you've been separated because you are first valuable. You've gone through this transition period where you've experienced personal growth and a reaffirmation of your faith. There's a purpose for you being here on this evening. There's a purpose for this ceremony tonight. You now have an important job to do. It's time to get to work. You represent the brightest and best hope for our future. You carry the dreams of a new generation. All men of purpose have dreams. Dr. King had a dream. President-elect Barack Obama has a new dream for America. Whatever your dream is, I want you to hold on to it. I want you to hold on to it and understand that when challenges come, and they will come, when challenges come for your dreams, I want you to look squarely in the eye of the enemy and tell you, enemy, be gone. I am a man of value. I was born with a purpose, and you can't kill my dream. I want you to understand that your dreams will be challenged at times, and that's because you represent a threat. See, any man with a purpose who has a dream represents a threat to all that's evil and wrong in the world. And so, because you're a man of value, because you're a man who has purpose, because you have a renewed faith at this point, I want you to understand that you are a threat to challenge all that is wrong in this world. The bigger the dream, the bigger the purpose. Your dreams represent the lifeline of our community. Your dreams are pertinent to what we do, so you have to keep on dreaming. I want you to pursue your dreams with a reckless and selfless mindset. I want these young men to pursue their dreams as if their very lives depended on it. Because in your energy, in your life, in your dreams represents the hope of our collective future. As a country, America has entered into a new age. There's a new promised land that we must conquer. These are our next soldiers. There's a new battle of Jericho, if you will, that needs to be fought. These young men represent the most talented capital of the next generation. Our new Joshuas, our next LeBron James, our new Barack Obamas. Your preparation has a purpose. You are now responsible. You have a mandate. You have a charge. You are now responsible for acting like a man who knows his value. You are now responsible for acting like a man with a profound faith. You are now called to carry yourself with the air of dignity, of honor, virtue, respect. You have a calling on your life to recruit your peers. You now have a testimony. You can testify to how great your experience has been to recruit those around you. I want you to know one thing in closing. I want you to know that you are the salt of the earth. You have the ability to change the flavor of the social consciousness of this world. You have the ability to preserve all that is virtuous in our community. And above all things, you leave this place, understand that there was definitely of purpose in your preparation. Thank you again.